Another one.
And this question is very simple, straight to the point. Best UI automation tool. Which framework is most efficient for UI test automation? Please elaborate why, if possible. So, which one do you think, good guy, is the most efficient? So, someone asked me the other day, right? Because you know how we've been going through Selenium, Playwright, and Cypress on Thursday nights. And one of the discords I'm in, it says, so, like, which one do you like the best? And I was like, you know what? At this point, after doing like automation for the past 12 years, I'll tell you this: I don't like UFT Quick Test Professional, right? But I mean, I'll always like, see. I don't think about it on which one is the most efficient, which one I like the best. I like it as which one is the most in demand, right? And to me, Selenium is still the most in demand, right? I like Playwright. Cypress is I like Cypress, but I think personally I like Playwright a little bit more right now. But I'm very agnostic to the framework. I'm like, what is the best one for the job at the moment, right? So for instance, when you're saying automating UI, right? Oh, good guy, you're not doing your job, good guy. What's going on here? You know? All right, timer's up. See, the mangoes got good guy distracted. The mangoes got good guy distracted. He forgot all about the timer, right? So timer's up. So I always say it depends on, like, you always have to use the best tool for the job, right? I'm not gonna say who, but someone who is very, very close to me, they will take anything and try to use that as a tool, right? So they might take this thing and try to use it as a hammer, or they might take a knife and try to use it as a screwdriver. I'm like, we have a screwdriver. Why don't we just use a screwdriver if you wanna do this, right? So the point is, I like the best tool for the job. So let's say I am working on mobile, right? So like let's say the app that we're building in the mornings during the Coffee and Kata show, right? Where we're working on Flutter using TDD, build the time cost calculator, which I already have some beta testers out there. But anyways, I digress. Shameless plug. So I want to do mobile testing, right? So I would have to go with Selenium and Appium because I know that I can use that to do mobile testing. I can send the app to the device farm and do like all this UI testing and stuff like that. If I am if I have using like, let's say I'm doing like a node project, right? Then I might go with like using Express and React and stuff like that. I might go with Cypress maybe, or depending on how I want to run it, I might go with Playwright. Depending on the language that I'm doing this in, I might go with Selenium in Java or in Python. Although today I was trying out Python and Playwright, which was pretty cool for the most part. I'm gonna keep trying it out some more, but it just depends. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? And efficiency is based on what you're doing. So, for instance, the knife as a screwdriver might not be the most efficient thing if you're trying to take like some screw out of something, might not be the most efficient. It might be able to get the job done, depending, but it's not the most efficient. However, if I am trying to, slice into a piece of steak, then I wouldn't want a butter knife, right? Which you could do with a butter knife, but it's not going to be efficient as well. You'd want a steak knife, right? Here's a question. Have you ever cut something with a knife and then use the knife to put the thing in your mouth? Right? Whatever. Like it might be a piece of meat, it might be some peanut butter, who knows, right? But now, hopefully it wasn't a steak knife, because then you might cut your tongue. But even still, with a butter knife, you still have to balance it, right? So it doesn't fall off. But you could have just used a fork or a spoon, right? So efficiency is based on what it is that you're doing. not based on it's not general, right? It's not a general concept of, oh, what's the most efficient UI automation tool? What type of UI are you automating, right? So, and then let's go back to with Java, right? Let's say my framework has to be a little bit more extensive, right? I need to have a particular type of reporting. I need to have a particular type of reporting. I need to have API testing. I need to be able to control it. I need to be able to pass test data in a particular way, which you start to get. I need to be able to use like the Google Cloud, developer cloud, right? So like where I'm connecting like Google Sheets to it, or I need to use like Excel as data providers. It depends. It all depends on what it is. And that's why architecture is important. You don't just say, oh, I'm good. Like I like Playwright, so I'm going to go with Playwright. But then now some of the things that you need to do, you find out that you can't really, like, it's going to be very hard for you to do with Playwright or with Cypress, right? Or Cypress is limited to the browsers that it can run in. Or maybe your team is not familiar with JavaScript or TypeScript, right? It just depends. Depends on the features that you're looking for, So that's why I would say that I'm at a point that I'm pretty much agnostic to the tool. I am more in line with the job that needs to be done. So based on the job, I'm going to pick the best tool, and the best tool should be the most efficient in that case. I like Cypress. I like Playwright. I like Selenium, right? But I take it as maybe Selenium is my steak knife. Maybe Playwright is a fork. Maybe Cypress is a spoon. So that's how I see it. That's how I see it. So thank you for that question. That was a great question. And let's wrap that one up, all right?
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.